Hey there, hey, it is Lolita E. Walker, and I am coming to you today for 10 minutes of power. Are you ready? I know, I am too. Hey, you guys. I was thinking on my way here today to teach a course and to take a course tonight. I was really thinking about what I was going to talk to you today about this 10 minutes of power. And I was online and I saw this notion of activating your ability to take action, which is what they're talking about today in Breakfast with Champions. So I wanted to chat about it and really take it into my 30 minutes of power tomorrow. So I'm inviting you to come on back right here. You will not miss it, but I'll go live tomorrow on this notion of activating your ability to take action. And as I was thinking about that, you know, at this point, you all know that I'm running for office and I'm running to be on the school board to represent my district on the school board. Okay. And how do you activate your ability? First is knowing your ability. And so I'm talking to you all to help you to activate yours, no matter where it is you sit. If you're a student, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you are a daddy that's on a go, if you are a grandparent, if you are an educator, if you are running for office, it's really about kind of activating. And when I think about activating, let's think about turning on a car, the ignition, turning it and activating it. So now that all of the power goes into this one place and lets the car know, lets the engine know, lets all the mechanics know that guess what? I am here and I am ready to move. All of these pieces are coming together to now activate the true essence of you. What if now all of the pieces of you could come together to truly activate the essence of you? And I'm going to use this campaign here and me not being in politics before, right? I'm not even in the political scene. So for me, my name is very new to this community, and getting in front of people and allowing it to activate, allowing me to activate different pieces of me in order to really tap into other people and have, like we always talk about, a little piece of Lolita E. Walker or a little piece of you. Today is about activating your ability. Let's take it by steps. Well, what is your ability? Right? We talk about what are the strengths that you bring to the table. The other day, I was being interviewed and I talked about 3 strengths that I'm bringing to the table. I'm bringing leadership. I talked about communication, a communication skill set. And then I talked about this shift to action. I bring a process mindset to the table. So when I talk about each of those 3, I got to activate it differently as I pull them together for this specific role. How are you activating all of your strengths and all of your abilities so that now you can take a different set of action? Sometimes they sit dormant, right? So I'm wondering today if you could really think about what are 3 strengths, what are 3 abilities that you have. I'm challenging you to think a little bit differently today. It's really all right when I close my eyes and I think about 3 strengths that I have, nothing more, nothing less. What are they? And when you can name what they are, now how are you going to leverage those and allow them to now play on each other, bundle them all up for you to become this, for it to become this super ability, right? Can you imagine that? I'm taking 1, I'm taking 2, I'm taking 3, and it's this super ability now that's meshed all in one. And now I'm going to allow that to help me to shift to a renewed action. Real good, right? Can you imagine you inside of that place? Can you imagine you inside of that space? Sometimes it might mean that you are saying no to a couple of things because this new activation is going to take a different piece of you. It's going to take different pieces of you. It's going to take more energy to be able to be this now new ball of amazingness. And what that means is that some things might fall through the cracks. So what if we now could choose that because we've gotten our 3 abilities, because we meshed them into this kind of superpower, which is us, that's going to help us walk, talk, and behave differently, that now we might have to actually say no to a couple of things because now we're purposeful. Now our ability has been activated. Now we're moving into a space that's going to help us to soar beyond where we are today. What if that soaring is absolutely you? What if you're bringing you to the table? I want you to think about what are those 3 strengths that are actually now going to come together, going to twindle themselves together, going to mesh and form this super ability. Where are you going to use that? And how are you going to use that today? You choose work, you choose home, you choose life, choose school. Where will you choose to use it today? Where are you going? It's just as simple to say it. Then the shift is in the action. So today I'm teaching a course. So Lolita, you just said, I'm giving you an example here because I'm all about the soul work. Lolita, you just said that 3 strengths that you are bringing to the table. Well, I was talking about in the campaign, but I could use it in school too. Let me use it for both of them. Is that I said I was bringing my leadership. I said I was bringing my communication skill set and my process oriented mindset. So if I pull all those together, oh my gosh, there is this new me. There's this new me who's leading intentionally, who's communicating exactly what it is, very clear, very concise. And then there's that ability to now shift mindsets through process. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Even if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, but to know that I can go 1 to 2 and then 4 because 3 is right there, but maybe that is something that's moderating all of the things. The process driven mindset also shifts us to action. So, how can I relate that now? So, that's in my class. How am I going to bring it? Well, I'm leading a group of amazing students. I communicate to them so that they can receive the teaching that I'm giving them and then they can replay it back. And then what am I doing? I'm then allowing them to see the process and to create their own processes, quite frankly. How are they now leveraging every single thing that's being taught in class and our group discussions to now shift to a renewed action, to now create the processes that they're going to use as they move further in life? All right, that's cool. Now let me talk the campaign, because I think that when you start talking this out, then you too will see how this new superpower, how this meshing of this superpower is going to enable you to soar to your greatness. So if I was to use the same 3 strengths and then apply that to my campaign, let me see how I would do it. Leadership, I said communication, and I said a process driven mindset that is going to shift to action. So we have those 3 things, then we're shifting to action. I would say, yes, I am a leader. How is that going to help me? Because I'm not scared to say the things that are necessary, right? Even if I'm standing alone in that, because I'm able to leverage communication to articulate it clearly and to be able to receive such that in the event that my point is proven incorrectly, that I can stand there and say, you know what? You're right. I didn't even see it that way. It's not about being bright. It's about leveraging my leadership, right? Because part of leading makes sure that you know how to follow, that you make sure that you can stand side by side and support, but you can also stand at the forefront. How can I use that? Because I'm standing at the forefront and saying, hey, I am ready to be your District 9 representative on the school board. So that is leadership. Then I'm adding in my communication, right? Because that's the second skill set that I bring. And then the third is that I'm process driven. And I'm process driven. So I'm always going to want to understand the why behind it so we can dig into the root cause. And then I want to help to solve it based on that. Not solve it right away because we don't know, we don't know, but dig into what is going on so we can start to solve buckets strategically and systematically, right? The same way I did that is the same way you can grab hold of 3 strengths today, 3 of your abilities. You can choose to pull them together inside of this amazing ball that is now this super ability, this super strength that belongs to insert your name, Lolita Emmanuel Walker, that is going to really help me propel beyond where I'm standing today. Today is about activating that super ability right there. It's about activating it. And now it's about walking into the renewed action. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this 10 minutes of power today. If you were listening to the replay, type it in. Hey, Facebook, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, LinkedIn family, and hello, YouTube. Tomorrow you can catch me at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to take this topic to even higher levels, because it's all about shifting you. It's all about getting you into the realm where you're really going to start to really show up a little differently. Today was about activating you, your ability and your strengths to a renewed action. All right. You all have an amazing day. Bye.